On coaching sessions and hundreds of clients that have talked to me personally, and of course I keep this information very confidential. I'm talking about in general terms, just so that we could draw some conclusions and come up with some techniques and ideas to present something that help us. It is being said that there are two kinds of people that harbor anger, and those are, number one, the people pleasers, and number two, the controllers. The people pleasers because, number one, they are pleasers because they don't know their needs. They don't have a vision, they don't have a purpose, they don't know the priorities. So what happens is they have to live out of the priorities, urgency, calls, interruptions of others. It's not very clear for people pleasers what they need to do for their own lives. And we're not talking about selfishness. We're going to expand on this. Now, the number two, the controllers, are people who get upset and angry because others don't fulfill their needs, meaning the controllers. So you see these two, it's like two sides of a spectrum, two ends of a spectrum, people pleasers and controllers. Now, what would be a way of getting into releasing that anger or being able to live with peace? Well, in order to live with peace, there is a need to understand how to create win-win relationships. And win-win relationships are those relationships where each side of the spectrum, each person that is creating this conversation, this relationship, understands, number one, their priorities, number two, their purpose, number two, their goals, their plans in life, what is important to them, and why they need to fulfill a certain time of the day, certain obligations, certain responsibilities. And so when we have these two people coming from that environment, then win-win relationships can be created. There is no win-lose. People have fair interactions. And I know some people might say, well, but life is not fair. Well, we are giving tools and providing ways of creating relationships where everybody is able to fulfill their own potential. Because I don't think we could fulfill our own potential unless we're in a mindset where, and I call it winning, but it's not so much winning, but a mindset that is focused on a vision, on doing what it is important to us every day, and of course, looking at what's the best for everyone involved. If we're talking about families, for a family. If you're talking about a team, for our team. If we're talking about a company, for organization, for a community. And it is being able to have our needs, our purpose, our goals, our priorities very clear so that we can move higher as a leader to look from that place and see how we can create the best for all, higher answers for everyone.